The woman could tell at a glance that her mother-in-law was faking illness, but she didn't expose it. Just because she knew that her mother-in-law and her husband had bribed the doctor long ago, they deliberately faked the illness just to provide an opportunity for her husband to date the scheming woman. The woman who knew the truth was not angry at all. Instead, she stayed by her mother-in-law's side more considerately, because she clearly remembered that her mother-in-law's illness would turn real in 10 seconds. Sure enough, the next second, the mother-in-law collapsed weakly onto the bed. Seeing that the goal was achieved, the woman rushed out to call the doctor. However, when the doctor saw that the mother-in-law was really ill, he hurriedly asked the woman to contact her husband. Little did he know that the woman had been waiting for this moment, because the husband would only think that his mother was faking illness as planned, so he simply wouldn't come back. Therefore, the woman deliberately put the phone on speaker and placed it beside her mother-in-law. She not only wanted her mother-in-law to die in despair but also wanted her husband who betrayed the marriage to regret it for life. And it turned out just as she expected. The husband thought the woman was lying and told her not to bother him anymore. Seeing that the man refused to come back, the doctor became very anxious. After all, it was he who had personally forged the mother-in-law's fake medical record. Once it was exposed, he would not only lose his job but also go to jail. So the doctor snatched the phone and made the call himself. However, the man still didn't believe that his mother was seriously ill. He even accused the doctor of wanting more money. He also promised to pay an extra $500,000 once the plan succeeded. This made the doctor even more anxious. Seeing that no one signed the consent form, the nurse had no choice but to push the mother-in-law into the emergency room. At this time, the woman held her mother-in-law's hand and pressed her fingerprint on the property transfer document. The mother-in-law also lost her breath in despair, but the woman didn't feel the slightest guilt. Just because in her previous life, this mother and son used the same means. They not only occupied all her assets but also brutally took her life. After being reborn, she had to make them pay the price. Then, she deliberately sent a text message to her husband using her mother-in-law's phone. The content of the text message was, "Your wife has been driven out. Come home quickly with the scheming woman. There's a surprise for you." The man believed it and happily rushed home. However, as soon as the man arrived home, he not only set off fireworks to celebrate but also sang a cheerful song with the scheming woman. The relatives present all looked at him strangely and thought he was an unfilial son. It was not until his wife told him directly that his mother was gone that he finally noticed that the house was set up like a mourning hall. Even so, he still didn't believe that his mother was really dead. He accused everyone of conspiring to deceive him. He even announced publicly that he would marry the scheming woman next month. Hearing this, the woman pretended to be deeply hurt and instantly won the sympathy of the relatives. They thought the man was ungrateful and heartless. Not only did he not mourn for his mother, but he also planned to abandon his wife for the scheming woman. Hearing again that his mother had died, the man became furious. He started smashing his mother's mourning hall. Everyone wanted to stop him, but it was in vain. They could only watch helplessly as he destroyed the setup of the mourning hall. But this was exactly the result that the woman wanted. When the man tried to smash his mother's portrait, the woman rushed over to stop him, but was pushed to the ground by the man. Finally, the man ignored everyone's dissuasion. Not only did he smash his mother's portrait, he also decided to burn the mourning hall to the ground. Just at this moment, the woman showed a satisfied smile. When the man was about to leave with his first love, the woman called out to him and said that she had something to show him.